They kind of went dark on me about a week before.
Yeah.
And then they called me up, and they're like, surprise.
Seahawks fullback Robbie Ouzts joining us right now. Robbie, you've had a very busy day, long practice. Was this the longest practice of camp so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my God. Are you exhausted?
Yes. Very. Can't wait to get in this cold tub.
I know. How's it been so far? First NFL training camp, what's it been like?
Pretty cool. Every day just feels like a new experience for me. So just taking it one step at a time and, making the most of every little rep, every little minute I get.
They got you listed as a fullback, but you're like a fullback tight end, man. The way they're using you and you guys, is it fun playing in an offense to where you're kind of being used in multiple ways?
Very, very. I love it here.
Give me your thoughts on Klint Kubiak. I know you're limited in what you can say about the offense, so you can use specific words to describe him. You can just talk about the vibe. But tell us a bit about Klint Kubiak, the offense, and kind of what you've seen so far.
He's very confident in his scheme and, what he's known for and what he wants out of his players. And he sees a certain vision, and he's very good at communicating that with, all the young guys, vets, whatever it is. If he sees something that's not how he wants it, he'll let you know, and he'll keep coaching you till you get it right. So
honesty's
love
good.
that out of him.
Yeah.
When I was in college, every hooper thought he could play football, and every football player thought he could hoop. Something tells me you hooped in high school at some point. What's that game like as it stands right now? Can you go to the local 24-hour fitness and drop 12 real quick?
I think I fouled out of 80% of my high school games. I was like the enforcer. I'd go in there and hack people. But, on the boards, I was a beast.
And that kind of makes sense, too, because whenever I talk about fullback play, I compare it to rebounding. Like, you got to want to hit. You got to want to fill the gap. So would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Who's your – I know by now you know all your teammates, certainly your rookie teammates, even though you're still getting to know them. Who's your starting five? You're obviously on it, but who else are you taking? Your four others. And I'll go as a whole team. So you can take guys maybe you don't know very well, but you're like, I have a feeling he could hoop.
All right, so if I have to be in there,
you
I wouldn't
have
put myself
to be,
in there.
But I'm putting you in there. You must.
But if I'm in there, I'm probably putting myself at power forward.
Yep.
At center, I want someone big, but I want somebody that can also run the floors a little bit. I'll go Leo.
I was thinking
that.
Yep. At 3, somebody kind of a 3-and-D type of guy. Makes me think maybe an outside backer, maybe like a Boye.
Okay.
And then, let's see, ball handling. You think Spoon has to be good at.
Right? You would think so.
I'd put Spoon and maybe, let's go Jay Mill.
Okay.
All right. That's a good starting 5. I'll take that.
Yes, sir.
What's your anticipation like for, I know you guys got a lot of ball left. You got the scrimmage coming up on Saturday. But what do you anticipate, coming up with that first preseason game against the Raiders?
Man, I don't know what to anticipate. Kind of like I was saying earlier, everything's just kind of a new experience for me. So I'm kind of treating every single day and every single practice like that preseason game, if you will. But for that specific game, just go out there, just stick to my coaching, play my heart out, and, take whatever happens. Just leave it all out there.
What was it like when these guys called you and drafted you? Did you have an idea that the Seahawks were interested? What was that whole process like?
I had a little bit of an idea early on, but they kind of went dark on me about a week before.
Yeah.
And then they called me up, and they're like, surprise. They're like, we told you we're going to draft you. Here we are. So I was like, oh, man, let's do it. Let's go.
Has it been helpful to have someone you know? Because I'm thinking if I'm going to a new place, it helps to at least know someone. And you have, obviously, Jalen. What's that been like?
Yeah, I mean, I have Jay Mill and I have Amari Kite and Josh Jobe.
Yeah.
We all played at Bama together. So we got a good group of B-Sci-Fi here.
Make it a little easier.
Yeah, just, helps having familiar faces. We can all talk and kind of compare what it's like here versus Bama and whatnot.
I've never been to a Bama game, but with your last name, I would assume whenever you did something, the crowd was like, ooh. Yeah, obviously, right? I can't wait for you to make a play here because the crowd is going to feed right into that.
Yes, sir. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Were there players that you really admired growing up? I mean, regardless of position, but that you were like, man, I really appreciate this guy's style. Maybe anything you've tried to mimic?
Yeah. Growing up in Rock Hill, South Carolina, I watched a lot of Panther games. So Luke Kuechly and Greg Olsen were kind of two guys that I always liked, and kind of how smart they were, how they had that sixth sense, and just great guys off the field too. So I try to imitate that a little bit.
Yeah, how old were you in, I'm not doing math quick enough, 2015?
I would have been 13.
So were you regularly watching like that run to obviously a heartbreaking end? But we always have debates with listeners who will be like, talking about Cam's MVP season, how it wasn't enough. You watched it. I mean, you were a fan. He was that offense. Like, he didn't have nearly as many weapons as people in hindsight try to give him credit for, right?
Oh, yeah.
God, unbelievable team.
You got any brothers and sisters?
I got one older sister.
Is she an athlete?
She was. She was a big swimmer.
Yeah.
I swam too.
Okay.
But she was really good. She could have
She's a swimmer.
Yeah.
swam.
Yeah, what stroke?
Probably freestyle. 100 meters was kind of my go-to.
Okay, I did flies and medleys.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I was too short to ever be, like, I could do it, like, technically sound, but I was too small to ever be really good.
Yeah.
You got to have the broad shoulders, long, like, it really is, like, Michael Phelps is, like, tailor-made in a lab to be a swimmer. Like, you just have to have a body type to really excel. Like, it was probably, I mean, you're big enough and have muscle, but it was probably the same thing where you got to be really narrow through the hips.
I swam good enough to jump off the diving board at the public pool. Like, it was like, you got to do the test.
There you go.
Bam, I was in there, and we're
got the
going.
wristband.
Got the
We're good to
wristband. I'm good to go. Just to know to do it, man. What's your downtime like? Like, what does Ouzts do when he's not here? I know you're gonna study film and in the playbook, but outside of football.
You can find me on a golf course.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
go.
always on the golf course with buddies, with my dad, with my girl. She's trying to pick up golf, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's kind of my relaxation.
There's got to be some nice courses in South Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
My buddy lives in North Carolina. He's trying to get me out to Pinehurst soon, so I'm going to check that out. That's like initiation to the NFL. Like, you got to play golf. I didn't start playing golf until I was on the team in 2008, and Jordan Babineau got me in, so you're already ahead of the game. Yep.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned you were dying to hit the cold tub. You can finally go. We appreciate you taking the time, Robbie.
Appreciate you.
You've been awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.